TikTok has revolutionized the way that we consume content. Whether you love it or hate it, it's here to stay. It seems every social media nowadays has some way to view short form content, whether it's shorts, reels, it's here to stay, and unfortunately we have to play ball. And as a content creator of 15 plus years, as a photographer of the last 5, well, it's just something you have to do. As with everything, there are trends. Specifically in the photography niche, there are these things called photo hacks. So I've scoured TikTok and I've pulled 5 of these hacks to see whether these are true hacks or whether they're whack. The first one we have here is a travel photography hack. Let's give it a watch. Alright, let's go to location and test this out, and we'll speak more about this when we get back. We're going to take a photo in front of this thing here. Because it's the most identical thing here at the entrance.
Identical? You mean?
Identifiable thing here at the end. Yeah, it's the most identical thing here.
Wow, it's so identical.
It's the most identifiable thing here at the entrance.
The pelicans.
Yes, and there's going to be no one looking at this thing. Alright, it says, don't take photos like this. Don't take travel photos like this. It says to put it onto panorama.
This is really important that you turn around right now. Wait for it.
Nice.
It's because I was talking.
No.
Let me see. Does it look really stupid?
It's...
Why do I look so wide? Look at those two dogs. Can I do it to you? I want to do yours.
Yeah, okay, yeah, here. No, you just press it and then move up. Am I also wide?
No, but look at your legs. Look at your knees. Your knees!
Oh no!
Mommy, your knees!
They're broken.
Make my knees look broken.
Alright, ready?
Yeah.
Alright, let's have a look.
I know my arms. I have a square head. I think that's the best.
Oh no! Your elbows! They're broken.
I look like, oh, not that you've ever seen Doctor Who, but there's like these aliens, and they have heads like that.
Oh!
That's what I look like.
God. Look, I know that it...
Who said to do this? This is terrible. It looks like I'm about to float off. Wait, let me see. Let me see. But look at my feet.
Yeah, no. Oh no!
It's like I've jumped out of my shoes.
You're broken. Alright, so this TikTok hack here is saying to take travel photos using the panorama function on your phone. And while there is some concrete evidence to support that you can actually do this, I wasn't able to replicate the results like they did in the video. What I feel like actually happened was they just flicked over to 0.5mm on your iPhone or your camera, the widest angle lens they have, and shot a photo by getting low and doing angles and stuff like that. Just a little bit of trickery there. I don't think this is actually done using the panorama mode. For this hack, I'll give this a 2 out of 5 S5800s. Next up, we have photography hacks. Did you know this? Well, let's see if we did and check it out. This one's by AA Visions. Alright, this is called lens whacking. This should be really fun to try. It's cold up here in the mountains and there's cars everywhere, people driving by. There's a guy mowing a lawn over yonder. I didn't choose the greatest day to do this, but we're going to be shooting anyway. So I want to take a photo of my ring here, which is Itachi's ring from Naruto series. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to be taking this photo. Maybe, let's just start with something simple first, something I know that's going to work. Literally, just plop the ring right here and take some macro shots. All you apparently need to do, let's get settings right here first. So this would be if it was just normal. There we go, okay. That'd be if it was normal. Now, you said, well, it showed to do this. Now, hey, it's actually working. Holy crap. Okay. What's the focal length here then? Whoa. Wow. Okay. I wonder if focal length makes a difference. So let's jump into here. So I've got the 17mm here. I have my 28 to 70mm. I'm going to put it here because then you can actually see what I'm doing, because you couldn't see anything before. So take this out. So then it's this, chuck that on there, and okay, the focal plane isn't great. So this is working. It looks like that focal length does play a difference. Let's try 70mm here and see if I can get back further. Oh, I can get back further. Oh, okay, so it works in reverse. Okay, that's... You still can't see what I'm doing. I'm doing a fantastic bang-up job at filming this video, aren't I? Okay, so it turns out, or at least it looks like, focal length plays a decent part in this. So that would mean that with the 55 to 210, it acts in reverse, which totally makes sense. I'm gonna come down lower. Maybe you can see here. Okay, so it is on the 55mm setting. So if I do this, whoa, what a catch. That means if my stuff is correct, it means that this should then, I should be able to focus way back here. There we go. Which then means that if I'm to fully extend this at 210, okay, so 210 actually does nothing. That's good to know. That's really good to know. This technique is known as lens whacking. All you do is you take the lens from your camera, flip it around, and let this be what's attaching to the sensor. Much like binoculars, you've got ones that amplify, but if you switch them around, everything appears further away. Now, the really neat thing about this is that with a variable zoom lens, if you zoom in or zoom out, your focal plane is going to be affected greatly. If you have a 17mm lens, it's going to appear as a very, very, very fine macro lens. However, if you have a 70mm lens, it essentially becomes like a standard 28mm lens, which is pretty crazy to think about. But it also makes sense because you're just reversing the lens around. I give this hack a 3 out of 5 A300s because, well, it's easy and you don't need any other equipment to make it happen. This next one is a 3-parter. It is called 3 Photography Hacks for Better Product Photos. Let's see if they can actually help us take some better product photos. 3 creative hacks for better product photos. Test these out. I want to be photographing the ring here. I'm going to be using my Sony A7 Mark IV to do majority of the shots on this, but I also want to test it at different price points. So I also want to use my A300 here, which is a $100 camera. If I can remember correctly, it's kind of just like, it's kind of all he did. Now, does brightness affect this? Okay. All right, that's not too bad. It's not really something that I can do. If I move this back, does it make it? Doesn't. So it's looking like it looks cool, but it's not really making that much of a difference to the light. That's just straight up overexposed. Just bring this right down. He did use a reflective background. Is that going to be good enough? Let's have a look. Yeah, see, I don't know. Let's see how it looks. with the $100 camera. Oh wow, this is gonna be something else. Oh, okay, so it won't let me increase the shutter. Let's turn down the ISO. I think I know how this is gonna turn out. Maybe it's the matte that isn't making things appear right. Maybe it's the back of it that just isn't reflective enough, but so far, this just doesn't work. Next up, we're gonna be getting rid of this. We're going to be bringing in a shirt. So the way he did this was he laid the shirt out, he grabbed it, pinched and twirled, he sat the object in there. So let's try something like that. Okay, so because this is a hot shoe mount, I'm gonna do this so we can get some even lighting. Ooh, okay, he might be onto something here with this. Let's put into F4. That turned out better than I thought. Now, let's see how she looks on this. This hot shoe mount ain't gonna work. So I'm gonna have to get creative here. Because of the variable aperture on this camera, it does make it difficult to shoot with in low light situations, but we should be introducing enough light to make this work. So I think I may have gotten that first go with this. I think you can see that. Let's see how we go. Sony A7 Mark IV. That's really cool. That is really, really cool. $100 camera. Unfortunately, I could only get 2 out of 3 of these to work. Maybe it's down to user error. Maybe the light that I was using was just too widespread and it needed something a little bit more focused. Maybe it's down to the glass. It just wouldn't work, which is just, it's a shame. But the rest, the t-shirt is a guaranteed hack. That is just, it's so ingenious and it's free, which is the best kind of hack. As for the bokeh reflections, it requires you to have a little bit of extra kit. I guess I couldn't really call it a hack if you need extra equipment, but if you have a spare iPad laying around and your laptop is, well, its screen is reflective enough, I guarantee you that this is going to transform your product photography. I'll give this one 3.5 Tamron lens caps out of 5. Simply because 2 out of 3 only worked. The last hack I have for you here is called Photography Hack for You. Let's see if it is a photography hack for me. Something you might not have thought about. Yeah, that's a pretty good hack, but I think we can do a photo shoot with that one. I'm just gonna line stuff up like this. Press. Nice. All right. What about, we've got some leaves up there. What about, nah, maybe if I hold it like this. Yeah, kind of like that. Dope. What about something straight through here, kind of capturing this row of trees? Yeah, like this. All right. It's kind of cool. All jokes aside, forgetting equipment on a shoot really sucks. The amount of times that I've forgotten SD cards or a microphone or something that's like small but important, it's frustrating and it's annoying, and I've done it so many times I can't even count them. As someone who is forgetful, I am quite surprised that I actually haven't forgotten a camera for a shoot. But it's also nice to know that you can do a photo shoot without a camera. But just because we're done here does not mean that the adventure is over. Like that smash button and smash that like button, subscribe that subscribe button if you're feeling up for it, if you found value in this video. And I really enjoyed shooting this style of content, so I'm hoping that I can do more. Anyway, if you want another chaotic photography adventure, click right here and click on my face to subscribe, and I'll see you in this one here.